Hello YouTube, it's Steel here, and today I'm going to show you how to get a cinematic look of cinematicness in your films or videos so people can watch without throwing up because your footage either looks terrible or you have shaky footage or your audio is terrible. So let's get into the video. I'm going to be covering gear recommendations and just filming the entire video in general. I'm going to be showing you three kind of little cinematic film scenes that I made over the past 2 days. So let's get into the video. Let's look at gear, starting with cameras. Now I actually recommend the Nikon D3300 as a good camera to start out with filmmaking, and the reason why I recommend this camera compared to any other model of Nikon or even a Canon model is because it has everything you need for filmmaking in a very affordable price, including things like a mic jack, which is very important for getting better audio, a good lens selection, you can set a flat picture profile in the settings, and it's just a good camera. Also, it has great video quality with 1080p at 24 FPS, which is perfect for the beginning filmmaker. And with the lens, I actually just recommend going ahead and getting the kit lens that comes with the 18 to 55mm kit that comes with this camera. And all of this is for $496, by the way. And the reason why I recommend the kit lens, even though it's definitely not the best lens out there, I think it's a good lens to start out with. It's a good all-around focal length. It's also got auto and manual focus. It's got VR stabilization. You can attach stuff like lens hoods to it. It's just a good all-around lens to start with. It's also pretty sharp. It's pretty basic, but it's a good lens to start out with. Now let's get into some audio gear. Now it's very important to have good audio in your films. So for the first mic I want to show you is the Takstar SCG-598. And the reason why I recommend this is, well, one, it's $25 on Amazon, which is an awesome price. And it's not half bad for what you're getting with it. For $25, you're getting really solid audio quality with subpar build quality, but you still get some. I mean, I've had this thing since I got my camera and it's still working very well. The audio quality is good, and you know, it's just a great mic to avoid capturing that horrible echoey audio on the built-in mic on the D3300. It's got all the features like 10 decibel boost and some filtering with it. And it also takes just a single AA battery, which will last for literally ever, and comes with a windsock and a little shock mount. Not the best shock mount, but sure, it certainly works. So definitely a good mic to start out with in terms of shotgun mics. So the next mic I want to talk about is the mic that is right here, and this is the LiveProdegy lavalier microphone. It's wired lavaliers, not wireless, because they would cost a fortune, but this will simply can plug into your smartphone, which I'll get to in a second. So you can get much better audio than the built-in mic on your smartphone or anything else. I really recommend this mic as just a secondary mic. Well, one, because it's only $14, and that's very cheap. And it has great audio quality, and also it's just a very versatile little microphone. I can put it on my shirt to get good audio like you're hearing now. I also can use this to record you know, sound that I can use for background sound and record. I do that all the time with this. I also can hide it very easily, so if I want to get better audio in a shot but I don't want to have a big bulky microphone everywhere, I can just use this little thing and it works great. So you can simply plug this into your smartphone, which I'll get to in 1 second. So about smartphones, I actually recommend that you use your smartphone for a filmmaking tool, and the reason is so, well, one, you can plug this mic in, but I like to use mine as, well, one, a secondary camera, because actually the footage you're seeing right now is recorded on my iPod Touch 6th generation using Filmic Classic on the extreme 48 megs per second setting, so I get better video quality. And it's just a great all-around tool. They have amazing cameras, so you can really take some good video with them as a secondary B-roll camera or anything like that. I like to use mine as an audio recorder, so I can get much better audio, even though I don't have something like a Zoom H1 yet, but so I can use this in the meantime with just the built-in audio recording app. It's just a really great tool. You can get tons of apps with it. One piece of gear that is actually, as far as I know, actually is missed in lots of entry-level gears buying list or shopping list when it comes to buying new gear for filmmaking, and I really think this is a necessity when it comes to filmmaking, and that is a tripod. Not only is it almost just about required if you're a one-man band kind of guy like me, where you're often recording yourself without anyone behind the camera, so having something to put your camera on is like kind of essential. But also, you know, shaky shots. Nobody likes them. I don't like them. You don't like them. I mean, we all love our handheld shots, but no one likes shaky shots. And, you know, steady cams are all cool and all, and I hope to be getting a shoulder rig and now and then, a Spider Steady shoulder rig for pretty inexpensive price, but nothing will come close to the steadiness and smoothness of a tripod. I mean, they can also be used in creative ways. The one that I'm using and I actually recommend is the Dolica Pro line. I think this is the 62-inch model. It's the B100, so I think this is either a 60 or 62-inch tripod. I'm loving this. The build quality is great. It's made out of metal. All the legs are made out of metal. The ball head is not really ideal for filmmaking, but you can always... But, you know, you can always change the ball head out if you need to for any pan and tilt head that you might want on your tripod. And that is awesome, especially for something that costs this cheap. And it's not really, doesn't really notice cheap. It's really great in terms of build quality. It's all metal build. It's really dirty and it's really sturdy and durable. It goes pretty tall. If it's not tall enough for you, you can always get a higher model, but you can also do this to make it even taller than it already is. But this is a really solid tripod. I'm loving it so far. There's really not much to complain about with this tripod. It's a good all-around tripod, and it comes in at a very awesome price of just 50 bucks for an all-metal build Dolica Pro Line tripod. And like I said, the ball head isn't ideal for filmmaking. I haven't replaced it because I really haven't had the need of it yet, and also the budget. But you know, you can always replace it with a pan and tilt head if you have one or if you need one. So this is an awesome choice for filmmaking, and it's very versatile. It's not one of those cheap tripods where the legs are all connected and that you can break it easily. No, this is a very nice, solid, steady tripod. So what is the price for all this gear, you may ask? And that is $591 if you didn't already know what the price was. And that is a great price for all this gear combined into one. So let's actually go and make some films, and I will show you how I made these two previous clips that I'm about to show you, and make a third one for the behind the scenes kind of just show you. So right now I'm about to show you two kind of scene clip things of cinematicness that you can see. And I made it literally just using the gear I showed you, nothing else, no lighting, no reflectors, no lighting, just the gear I just showed you to make these two kind of scenes. And then I'm going to make a third scene and completely show you how to do it.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for...
Okay, so now that we got those two shots of the doors, very nice and cinematic looking as I showed you, now we're going to go outside and see if we can get shots from us. So let's go find an umbrella first and see if we have any options. We do have this guy, and I need this because the camera is not weather sealed, unfortunately. But rainy shots are valuable because they do make a nice cinematic look. So if we can go outside, we can see. This is not the only time we'll be outside either. I'll have to come back in for different things, so.
Okay.
Dang, it is wet out here. So, let's start filming.
Leftovers of the hurricane today.
Yeah, we're facing the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah, it's hit South Carolina.
Holy moly. Alright, Lauren, are you filming this still?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's hitting South Carolina.
Alright, so now we're gonna get some shots. Alright, face me, Lauren, with the camera.
Okay,
Lauren,
Parker, you're not covering me.
let the camera face me.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Alright,
not
so
covering me.
we're gonna get some shots down here. If you crouch down with me, Lauren. Because we need maximum protection from that rain, yet we need to film the rain. So, ooh. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it can gust up to 40 miles per hour, the weather said occasionally. I want to go in!
Hold
Here,
on.
I don't care, let me in.
Okay, go in, Lauren.
I don't care anymore.
Go in.
I wanna go in.
Fine.
I work today.
Horrible camera woman. Okay, so now that the video has been recorded, now we need to get to some audio effects, and for that, I have to go back outside. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to take my iPod and my LiveProdegy Lav Mic and just basically do some surrounding of the recording. Sure, we have this mic on there, and this will be very helpful. I've used this mic for maybe some audio that's better than what the mic could catch because we're recording it separately, and that's going to make up a better look. But this will also be useful as well. Just the fact that, I mean, no built-in mic and stuff. So we'll definitely need to record some background audio, and then we can get to it in post. So after recording, now it's time for editing. Now I'm not going to go through the entire editing sequence. Most of you probably already got that figured out, but also it would really take a long time to go through what I'm going to add. But I will tell you what I'm going to add. I will definitely do some color correction, maybe in Dissolve. I'll probably do in Premiere, mainly boosting the saturation, maybe add a little contrast and exposure here and there. Also, I'm going to add in the audio re-recorded and kind of play with that a little bit. It did work really well in the last two, clip scene cinematics things I did. And also I'm going to trim and move everything that comes to editing. I'm also going to add the widescreen bars to it as well. So by the time you're watching this, I'm not done with it. Well, by the time I'm recording this, but by the time you're watching this, I am done with it. So here is the result.